Hi everyone, welcome to Listening Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. We are back with some Rush and a new hair colour. This is 2112. I lie awake staring out at the bleakness of Megadon. City and sky become one, merging into a single plane, a vast sea of unbroken grey. The twin moons just two pale orbs as they trace their way across the steely sky. I used to think I had a pretty good life here, just plugging into my machine for the day, then watching Temple Vision or reading a Temple paper in the evening. My friend John always said it was nicer here than under the atmosphere domes of the outer planets. We have had peace here since 2062, when the surviving planets were banded together under the red star of the Solar Federation. The less fortunate gave us a few new moons. I believed what I was told. I thought it was a good life. I thought I was happy. Then I found something that changed it all. Anonymous. 2112. Oh! Okay, I'm already excited. God, this gives Star Wars vibes. I am really excited. I love when there's a bit of reading to do at the beginning to set the kind of the atmosphere and set the scene. And I'm really into this. I love a bit of sci-fi, and I'm excited to hear what this song is about and why we needed that setup. I want to give a special thank you to D. Graham on Patreon, who told me about this song and why I should react to it. And as we're talking of Patreon, you can hop over there right now and watch this video completely ad-free. Okay, I feel like I've gone on a journey and we're only at the Overture. This is amazing. It's like a sci-fi rock opera in the best possible way. It's so, and I love the graphics on this. This is so cool. As much as I love watching Rush, I like watching Rush live because they're so cool, just watching them being awesome. So I kind of missed that a little bit, but I'm really enjoying the style of the video here and the way they zoomed in, and it just gave you this moment where you felt like you were entering the orbit of the planet. It was just really cool. It was yeah, I felt like I was on a spaceship kind of going through and then gonna go and find this planet, this place where this character is, and we're gonna find out about them. And then it is going into a little biblical section, and the meek shall inherit the earth. Ooh, this is odd and amazing in equal measure. And I like weird things. I love anything that's quite expansive like this. And it's like it involves a time investment, because you can't just pick at little snippets of it and go, "Oh, I'm going to listen to this 2 minutes here." So I can totally see why so many of you mentioned this particular song and that you want me to do the whole thing, because you do have to get fully into it. It's like a little mini movie with an epic soundtrack. I like it. Oh my goodness. That voice at that pitch, right here in this moment, is giving me full on Jesus Christ Superstar vibes. If you've seen that, and it's obviously from the 70s, so it's got this kind of style rock music. Not as many unusual rhythms as Rush, obviously. But if you think about the bit when it's Annas and Caiaphas in the temple, and Caiaphas has a really low bass voice, and Annas has a really, really high, kind of whiny falsetto. What could I do about Jesus of Nazareth? And Geddy Lee's voice here is doing that same thing. And because they're talking about being rulers of this place and this time we take care of everything, it's just giving me that same quality, and it's amazing. So far we've had so many things I love about Rush. So we've had some epic guitar moments, incredible rhythms and rhythm changes, and then at the beginning I love it when they pan things from ear to ear. That makes me very happy. And there was a bit really early on in Overture that did that. And I was going, oh, because I could hear it in one ear, then the other ear. And it was just very exciting to me. I loved that. So just a few minutes in, and I am so happy already. I can't wait to see what else I'm going to get from this. This video is brought to you by our lovely sponsors, Valencia Home Theatre Seating. And I want to tell you about this gorgeous Tuscany love seat, which is part of my brand new studio setup. It is the comfiest seat I have ever sat in. Usually I'm on a really uncomfortable chair to film these videos, but this I can sit for hours and hours and hours and write songs and film, and I am comfortable forever. There are so many different settings to this chair. It's comfortable just in its standard setting, but if you want to change the neck support, and I get migraines, so sometimes I need to have an extra bit of neck support, and so having this really helps. And then there's also back support. You need a bit of extra support there. And then the legs fully raised, so you can recline the entire chair. There we go. I may just have a nap here. Also, very helpful is somewhere to put your drink. And it's a little light up section here, so you can actually see what you've put there. And with that light, it actually lights up underneath the chair as well. This is a theatre seating, obviously, so it's like being in a very high-end movie theatre. But this sofa has two USB ports. You've got USB-A and a USB-C right here, so you can plug your charger in, charge your phone, charge your laptop, charge whatever you want while you are sitting here and working. It just means I'll never leave. The other thing that my husband particularly needed in a new chair is that it's quiet. So we filmed on here, people have done recordings sitting on this chair for audio, and you can't hear a single noise from it. So if a quiet chair is what you're looking for, this could be the one. The other thing that I'm very excited about is the storage compartment. Look at this, look how far down it goes. It's amazing. It's all the way down to there. And there will be a blanket in there very soon, because I'm very much a girl who likes a blanket on her knees. But you could put your snacks in there, you could put your popcorn ready to watch your films. When this arrived, I said to my husband, oh, it's like Joey's chair in Friends. So you've got everything you could possibly need to not have to get up from this chair for hours. I will do the whole rest of my life from this chair, and I shall be happy forever. This is so cool. What's going to happen next? Scary. What, tuning guitars? Like that. Oh my goodness, this is not what I was expecting for this next section. I thought, okay, I know where we are now. We're all in rock music. It's all, that's where we're at. This is just beautiful. I really didn't know where it was going to begin with. It's Rush. It's Rush. They're going to have a plan. It's not just randomness. There'll be a reason, but I genuinely couldn't figure out for a while what was happening. But it was the perfect setup for this part of the story. This man discovers a guitar behind this waterfall, um, hence the water sound, and discovers a guitar for the first time. So somebody's obviously put it there from years ago and hidden it away because the music of the temples is very different and it's very aggressive and heavy. And even though we've got the same actual voice singing here, he is using very, very different techniques to create this beautiful kind of um lyrical ballad quality. So everything, even though it's still quite high pitched, it's got a warmer tone, it's much more relaxed, and it is just doing this beautiful job of telling this story in a really gentle way where you just want to lean in and hear more about this person and what they've discovered. And it's a perfect description of a guitar. See how it sings like a sad heart and joyously screams out its pain. Sounds that build high like a mountain, or notes that fall gently like rain. Oh, these lyrics. I mean, it's hard to choose what I like most about Rush. It's really hard to choose. If someone said, "What's your favorite thing about them?" I don't know what I'd choose actually, because lyrically, God, they are amazing, but rhythmically they're amazing. And then the vocal lines, it's so many things, so many dimensions. There's so much you can enjoy. And I never thought I'd get this much out of Rush. I thought, well, you know, listening to Tom Sawyer and being kind of obsessed with that, I did have to listen to it 40 times after the first time I heard it and put it on in the car. And the kids were like, "This is cool." I was like, "Yeah, it is cool." And and I thought, okay, maybe I'm not going to like any others, but I have liked every single one so far, and they are really special. I can understand why so many of you have loved them for so long because there's so much to uncover in their music. I can imagine listening to this song again and watching this again in 6 months and I'll find more in it. This is a really cool journey.
Just a waste of time. Have no need for ancient ways. The world is doing fine. Another toy, help destroy. Now the race of man. Forget about your silly web. It doesn't fit the plan.
Oh my goodness, that was so cool. I am genuinely astounded by Geddy's ability to play two different characters back to back. That he's got this beautiful, soulful, lyrical sound, and then into the kind of priest noise. It's like, whoa, that was cool. It reminds me a little bit of Ren, the artist Ren. I do a lot of Ren reactions, and the one that I'm thinking of is High Ren, which is one where he plays kind of two different parts of his own personality. It's kind of like Gollum and Schmeagol kind of thing from Lord of the Rings, um, and he plays them in one take. So he's here just being singing like this, and then suddenly he's like this, playing a different character, back and forth like that, and it just has this amazing effect on the song. And the same thing is happening here. It's just so interesting and captivating, and it's heartbreaking that they smash the guitar. They don't the powers that be don't like something from the old ways coming back in, probably because it encouraged individuality and free spiritness and people's ability to think outside the machine. And what the current system is doing is keeping everybody in line and saying, no, this is how we live, this is how we are happy, this is what we do. They don't like anyone stepping outside those lines. And um because one person doing that is going to cause a ripple of other people doing that. And that is what this young man is trying to do. He's found this guitar and he's like, look what it can do, isn't this amazing? And they're afraid of the power of music and the power of individuality and the power of freedom, I guess the guitar is symbolizing freedom and the human spirit and our ability to connect emotionally to something that might not be comfortable. And I'm really enjoying that. It's oh, I don't know how it's going to go. I hope it's a happy ending, but I don't know.
I stand the troubled spiral stare, and Morocco confronts me there. Of gifted hands that grace the strange, and wondrous land I see the hands of men arise with hungry mind and open eyes. Home to tear the temples down, home to change.
Wow, that was amazing. Like the whole thing is coming into focus now. Like I can see our context, the context of the rest of the world in this. It's not um a different world so far away from our own. It's this genius moment, classic Rush, making us think about things in a different way. So I thought this was very much talking about a different land far, far away, very Star Wars, that's not connected to our own. But it turns out it is our own. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's very kind of Planet of the Apes. I just love this. Oh, it's so cool, and have that moment there where they're in the film. I love that as cartoons. This is so cool. Right. Soliloquy. Okay, right. Let's see what's gonna happen now. So invested in these characters.
Just think of what my life might be in a world like I have seen. My lifeblood spills over.
Wow. That was really painful. I could feel that guitar solo just absolutely, it was like crying out. It was a heartbreak. And just that moment where the character's saying that he can't go on, like now he's seen another way. Now he's seen in that the guitar, and he's seen the dream, and he knows that the world that he's living in now won't let anyone be free to create things to be who they want to be. And they've taken that away from people, so they don't even know that that's what they want. Now that he's seen that, he can't go back, and he can't really ever truly fit in again. He's seen too much. And it's so this is so amazing. Did Rush come up with this whole story, or is it from something else, or is it like I'm so intrigued about where this came from. Musically, it's incredible. Like I feel like like I'm in space on those planets going through this same saga. I feel like I'm really there. It's um it's incredible. I love these visuals. It's amazing. But even just listening to it without the visuals, I'd be imagining something similar, I would think. It just takes you on that journey. I love that. I just love that. I love, when I first saw the length of this, I was like, oh, 20 minutes. Oh gosh. But actually I could listen to like 40 minutes of it. Like I'm a little bit sad that we're now in the final section. I'm like, oh, I want some more sections, please. Okay, right, let's do the grand finale. What the heck? What? That was insane. That ending was unbelievable. Oh my goodness. So did they break him out of the cave? There was lots of booms and things. It was kind of like cannons and oh, I love that that was just like the panning across my headphones was very exciting, and there was some really great um like distorted guitar that was like here in the frequency. It was just there. It was like, oh, I love that. I love listening with headphones on because you get the full experience of it's like when you have 3D glasses on at the cinema, it's that, but for your ears. It's just amazing. I love that. Oh, that was so exciting. Is there another part to Are there any other bits? Did they do a sequel? I want to know everything. And why is it called 2112? It's set in 2112, I'm assuming. And I've heard that it's connected somehow to the 1812 overture, which I know from years ago, and everybody knows the da 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 da, poof, all the cannons and stuff going off. But you Rush fans, you'll know all the details. So please let me know. You are always so kind with your knowledge, and you love helping a girl out who's finding her feet in the Rush world and just wants to know more. And you are the people in the know, and you are so very kind to me. So I'm very grateful. Color wise, in this one, it's going to be a bit of a journey because obviously this is a bit of a journey. So the opening section, it was very like being in space. It was lots of like those cosmic-y purples and blues. It was like whirling through space. That was amazing. And then going into the section in the kind of Senate, um, it was unsurprisingly very red. The color scheme there is very red, but the vocal is so forward and high. It has a really like punchy, like it's punching you in the face kind of red quality to it, which was fantastic. And then the bit under the waterfall, that was this beautiful kind of aqua blue, and the guitar playing and just the description of how the guitar makes that sound, had like these silvery moments coming up through it. It was just the complete contrast and the freedom and the movement of that compared to the red, which was very like regimented and dense, like pillars, and then the free flowing nature of the section under the waterfall. Just imagine is what Rush wanted to convey, and there's two different music styles, and they did, because I completely saw that. And so going back into the kind of Senate bit is the reds again. Every time the male character, the one with the guitar spoke, he had this much more blue kind of quality. And then going into that final section, or the dream section actually, that was really interesting when it went into the bit where it talked about the people from before who have left this planet but had left the guitar behind, essentially. That was this really warm, kind of yellowy color. I got a little bit emotional in that bit because it's like, that's us now. And this is what's going to happen in the future, perhaps. And then into that final section, all the booms and bangs and stuff, and it was quite densely kind of purple, but in a kind of punchy kind of way, not like the cosmic kind of bit at the beginning. This was very punchy. And then that final "we have control" bit, that just took me somewhere else. I don't quite know what happened at the end. But it was purple. It was like a solid purple, and it felt quite triumphant. That was quite a journey. I need to lie down now. Working in the music industry as a songwriter is not well paid. So if you would like to support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee or a tea, as I say, because I'm British and drink a lot of tea. The link is just here. I want to thank everybody who already does this and continues to do this. It means so much to me and to my entire family, so thank you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love, love, love all your comments, so please keep them coming. And remember to have a colourful day. Listening